Hunt trophy begins as we're underway in this AFC wildcard game. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the inline.
Here we go. 18 Gator. That's it. Five.
On first down, Jefferson. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
Set, ready, 60 or.
Tighten up.
Operating from the gun, Lawrence. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a first down.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll try the left side. Jefferson. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll make it 2nd and 12.
At the 47-yard line.
Down. 10-2 stop.
Check, 56. They just warm up. Check.
Check. Go team. Spell. Check. Go.
Gonna give this time to the tailback. And down he goes at the 49, a 3. Yard pickup.
He was brought down by Ben Burkirby. A 3-yard gain on the play brings up 3rd down.
Come on, set. 8, read.
To throw on 3rd down, Lawrence. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. They were trying to liven up this playoff game very early on. Pretty deep throw, but good coverage.
I think they were counting on the defenders being a little tight, a little over-anxious early, and trying to catch them flat-footed and get a big play.
And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40.
At their own 37-yard line.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37. The drive starts with a give to Spiller. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest game, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Hey, red blade.
Alert 3.
43.
No.
15.
Wide. Get wide.
Now a toss to Spiller. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line.
Score.
Up from the secondary to make the tackle, Jalen Ramsey.
In today's NFL, you hear all the time about stretching the field and creating space in order to run plays. A toss play will help accomplish that because now you're pushing a defense to chase you all the way to the edges and to the sideline. That's a nice run, probing now early to try and get things done later.
From the gun on third down, Mahomes. And this is going to be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Now a give, right side. Jefferson. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Set 18 Gator. Come on. Hey, Delta.
5, 6. Here we go.
On third down, Lawrence. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. Here's Johnny Hacker now, standing right on his own 5-yard line. He'll send this one into the Midwestern air, and it's a good one. We're scoreless after 1. Second quarter from Arrowhead. It's the Chiefs in possession. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive.
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go. Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative. Well, you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up.
Mahomes hit. He lost the football. And the Jags grab it. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
Thank goodness for heaters up here. And thank goodness I don't have to carry the football in this game. It's January. It's cold out there. Trying to clutch the football and absorb the hits, not easily done.
Yeah, we saw a product of the elements right there. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
36.
On 2nd down, Jefferson about 3 yards there to the 27.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much.
Hey, 4 down.
On 3rd down, Jefferson. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. I'm no offensive mastermind, but of all the guys on the field to block, you might want to stop him.
Look, I've got a very simple rule. An unblocked defender is usually your best defender, and he ended up making the play there.
So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field.
Definitely a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board. Ended up settling for 3.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
I know he ain't got it.
Throwing now is Mahomes. He's got it. It's Spiller. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 12 yards there and a first down. Now Spiller. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Miles Jack there to make the tackle.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Mahomes firing complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown of what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line.
43! 43!
Charlie. At the Jaguars' 49-yard line.
On 2nd and 12, Mahomes, flush to his right. Pass incomplete. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's the Chiefs punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And this one's out of bounds. Should be inside the 10, I think it is. At the 6-yard line. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off at his own 10, and that will set him up in excellent shape. 1st and goal at the 9-yard line. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Here's Spiller. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. 2nd down and goal. Mahomes on the screen, complete to Spiller. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short game.
Check, crunch, crunch, crunch. 25, check 25, check 25.
Gets it to Hardman, a jet sweep. And after all that, he's going to get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Now the Chiefs bring on their field goal unit. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And this is off the left, upright, and it caroms in. Not the most convincing kick you'll see, but he got it to go. And that will knot things up here late in the first half. Field goals all we've had so far. 3-3 now as the kick is away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. Pass the and he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Jaguars. A big play there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Jaguars have taken the lead. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And the lead is now 10-3. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Final shot before the half from Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, both teams trying to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a third down.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
Yellow! That's a line! Hey, yellow, go. Here I come! Bravo! Mike 51! Come on, boy! You better be ready. Don't be scared.
Working from the gun, Mahomes completes it to Hardman. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Mahomes going to throw. They complete it to Hill. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Toss play to Spiller. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
At the 9-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Watch it slap, watch it slap. Watch it slap. 2-jet bomber, 2-jet bomber.
A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Let's go now. 60 or.
Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D.
Hey, exit.
Hey, check right.
Get ready.
To throw on 3rd down, Lawrence. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
We play to win. Let's go.
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Again, they run it with Spiller. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Better than a 30-yard gain as we wind down towards 30 seconds left in the quarter. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Escaping the pressure right. And complete. Spiller out of the backfield. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 22 yards on the catch and run. A 1st down. 1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Hey, check 24. Watch 24.
51's the mic. 51's the mic.
Come on, baby. Come on, let's go.
Pilot 64, weak.
This is Spiller. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. 24 yards as they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point. A very important extra point there, up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Let's go.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 11 yards there, first down.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
They'll run on first down. Jefferson. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That one 28 yards on the ground.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
Recon, 132 fighter. Fight.
On first down, Jefferson. And he's going to take this one down to the 25. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw through 3 quarters. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And they are able to break the tie and move out in front here in this 4th quarter. And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the 2nd extra point he's missed so far. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This fielded at the 2. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's 2nd down.
3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes flushed out right. He's got a man complete. An explosive 38-yard pickup.
That could very well be a defining play in this game. A touchdown, that gives them the lead, and they took a major step towards getting there with that big play right there.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down. They run with Spiller. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
Buying time to his left. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This will be a 37-yard attempt. And his kick here is good. And the lead is back down to 3 here at 16-13. So with that field goal, this one's now back within a field goal. Maybe not the ultimate result they wanted, but gets them that much closer.
This game is unfolding like a really good book, isn't it? Because I feel like there's a few more plot twists yet to be revealed before this one is over.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They'll run on first down. Jefferson. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll keep it on the ground. Jefferson. And it's a fumble. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And so does the big boy have the juice? And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. And that is a tough pill to swallow. All they had to do, Charles, keep the ball, work this clock.
The only way for the defense to win was to force the fumble. And they did. Took it the other way for a score. And now, if you're the offensive team, it will take a miracle, perhaps, to win this ball game.
Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And that last possession, really a gut punch. You seemingly had it working. You were in the midst of a very strong drive, then suddenly the fumble, and you're watching the back of a defender's jersey as he brings it all the way in the other direction.
There's not much more I can add to that. I thought you summarized it perfectly, partner. You've just got to regroup and start putting another drive together. That's all you can do.
Back to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Given 3 on the screen, he couldn't break free, and it's 3rd down.
Check Mike, 6, 6. Pull it high. Kill, turn up. Kill, turn up. Rush in.
On 3rd down, Jefferson. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Hey, let go. Defense. Here we go. Hey, check Mike, 6. Here we go, D, get off the field. Ready?
They'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this fourth quarter. Defensive end gets in there that time. They were in a 4-3. What's the responsibility of the ends versus the tackles there, Charles?
Well, most of the time when you talk about the ends, they're your pass rushers. They're the guys that you turn loose to try and get to the guy who's going to throw the football. The tackles, usually more of the run-stuffing variety. But the way this game is advanced, you're wanting a little bit of everything out of all of your guys. But let's just go ahead and break it down and make it simple. The guy who's the right defensive end versus a right-handed quarterback, that's the blind side. He's going after the quarterback. He's going to put him on the ground.
They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
Speech